Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 758. I am your host, Matrix Lloyd 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
All right, so I know you guys hear me rant over and over and over about the box office, okay? And we talked about Ghostbusters not being in China. Deadpool wasn't in China. Well, Chris, what do you got to tell us?
It seems like you can add Suicide Squad to that list as well.
Hey, Connor Smith.
Hello.
So let me get this straight. Suicide Squad is eliminated from China because the Enchantress is like possessed with spiritual stuff?
That's the story.
Let me just give my quick view on that. Fuck China. Nah, I feel sorry for the Chinese people who are fans. It's just the government's way too soft.
Okay, this is a big deal.
It is a big deal. This is a loss of money. China are a massive country. The population is... What is it? Like, it's over 1 billion, I think it is. I'm not sure. But that is a massive loss.
But it's even bigger because, Chris, right? How much did it cost to make this movie?
Well, that's what I was just about to get into. Collider, who is usually pretty accurate with everything that they report, said that it would probably need to earn anywhere between 750 and 800 million just to break even. Kind of like Batman versus Superman.
Why are they doing this again?
Why are they doing what again?
Why are they making it where it has to make $1 billion? Do they really want Avengers money that bad?
Well, if you put this much money into a movie, this is what happens.
But Marvel doesn't do that like that.
Well, they don't do it the same way, but this company does. Warner Brothers does it this way.
All right. So if it makes $801 million, that means it's $1 million profit. Basically, or 751.
Well, they're saying if it makes around that, it will break even.
Right, but it won't be profitable. It will just make back its production and
breaking even means total
it's not
profit equals total costs.
Right. In other words, everything that they spent to make it, they got back, but they didn't make a profit.
Right.
So so here. In this situation, if it does 801, 850, it's no sequel.
Well,
there will be a sequel. I wouldn't doubt
go that far. Yeah, they'll definitely make a sequel because that's what they do now.
Okay.
I definitely would not doubt that.
So in other words, you're saying that if it takes a loss, like on that scale, they will make a sequel.
Yeah, and David Ayer just won't be a part of it.
Well, then why can't we say the same thing for Ghostbusters? Then?
I'm gonna say a line. It's gonna be incredibly cheesy. But it's gonna be quite accurate. It's not about the money. It's about the message. That is it.
And what's the message? That they can't.
It's the Heath Ledger quote. Really, it just pops into mind.
They can't admit failure. Is that what it is?
I don't think it's failure.
No,
breaking even is not failure, because technically you're covering yourself.
Okay.
But let's be honest, though. Like, the executives are sitting up in the Warner Brothers office right now, going, "I hope this makes $1 billion. I hope this makes $1 billion," because if they're not, then they shouldn't be making movies.
Right.
Fair enough.
Okay. So they're gonna make a sequel, even if it makes $600 million.
They'll probably just change it up a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's other things that they'll probably not do. Like anything that they have on the back burner right now, they'll probably be like, you know what, maybe we don't need that movie. Maybe we can move this up. Maybe Ben Affleck could get the Batman movie out sooner.
So if Ghostbusters, I have to throw this in there to compare the two. If Ghostbusters makes back its production and marketing, it breaks even. That's not considered a failure either.
It's not a failure. If you're breaking even, you haven't failed.
You're not
really.
You just, right? I'm trying to use the correct terminology.
I know what you're trying to do, and I respect that. But breaking even it's not failure.
Okay.
From what I've been educated this, I'm pretty certain I'm sure, but if I'm not, then can't blame me.
Basically, it doesn't matter. If the movie company says, F it, we're doing the sequel, they don't care. I mean, Paramount had a huge, crappy Star Trek V. The franchise was done. Over. No more movies. And they said, we can't do that to the fans. They made so much money for Star Trek for decades. We're going to just throw out an extra $150 million, make another movie, even though this one bombed, right? And we're going to do it for the fans. And then because they did that, it paved the way for how many sequels, okay? So, again, Ghostbusters is getting a sequel. Suicide Squad is probably getting a sequel. But let me tell you,
I think they may have already confirmed it.
This is worse here, though, because me and Chris talk about this all the time. What the hell are they going to be talking about in that boardroom when this movie doesn't come close to 750?
Well, we don't know that yet.
Right. I'm just saying.
I think that's an unfair statement to judge it instantly.
We're speculating. What the hell are they going to do?
The only thing that I think they can do, because look, they can't get rid of Wonder Woman. It's already made. They're already on the roll with Justice League. The only thing that they could do is possibly rearrange what they're going to do, like they did with Batman vs. Superman. They rearranged other movies. They pushed things back. They did, they reevaluated budgets. What they'll probably do is they'll probably do the same thing if it doesn't do well. I think it's going to do well, personally. I think they're going to be okay.
This is what I think. I suggest they do. Okay? This is my opinion. This is not, I'm not saying it has to happen. I'm saying this is what I think they should do. Worst case scenario, Chris. Suicide Squad, total worldwide, $623 million. That's my prediction, right? I predict that immediately the whole thing, whatever's coming out, it's coming out, right? There's no definite decision on Aquaman, right? Or Cyborg or any of that stuff, right? On hold, right?
They're confirmed. They've got directors.
Immediately, I think they make Ben Affleck's Batman and Man of Steel 2 and wait and see.
I think they'll make Ben Affleck's Batman move up because Batman is their safe.
Immediately.
Is their safe
that
base.
Is their cash cow.
I don't see Man of Steel 2.
It's
people.
dark.
I think the problem is people don't like Henry Cavill as Superman.
Right.
Which I disagree with because I thought it was quite good, but
Listen,
in comparison to others, he's great. But
I don't care if you have the muscles. I mean, and I don't. How could you blame him with the writing? You really can't. I don't think. What do you think?
I mean,
Chris?
Zack Snyder movies. Oh, so go on.
I mean, Chris,
No,
I don't blame him. You blame him for being Superman?
No, I want to hear what Connor was saying.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder movies. If you look at them, there's a trend. They're all epic, basically. The soundtracks are on point. They got the guy from Deadpool to do the Batman vs Superman soundtrack along with Hans. But Zack Snyder movies, I don't think many people understand them. Like 300, for instance, that's all filmed on like a soundstage or whatever it's called. Films that Zack Snyder makes are big epic tales, and I don't think people, if we're looking at Marvel fans coming to DC superhero movie, they're going to want to watch it. I don't think they'd get that format. I don't think I can explain that well, but if you just see what I mean.
It's pretty safe to say that the whole Marvel community is going to see Suicide Squad.
Yeah, a lot of them are excited.
Is looking forward to it. People that work for Marvel are looking forward to it, like fans. So that's what there's not one Marvel fan that's like, I'm not going to see it. No, I don't think so.
Did you see Stan Lee's response to?
No, what did he say?
He said he doesn't. But I could play it because it's not copyrighted because you can't copyright someone's voice. Oh, okay, I won't play it.
What did he say?
Basically, what he said was he's not offended that David Ayer said "fuck you" because basically he said that when two guys are just going at it, arguing, one of them says "fuck you," and you said that that's a good sensation, and you can say that back. There's no hard feelings. It means nothing. So he's happy that that happened, and he can say it right back.
And
so
the guy
I
that's
think
the head of Marvel said for fans not to go after DC for that it's just it was a joke.
it was a joke. It was all in satire, and I don't think many people understand that. I know I was trying to explain that the other night to you.
Right.
But
oh, I know too. I just had to tell him to go after stuff too, because I was like, I just can't stand the mentality. They go on these talk shows and they're like, yeah, Ant-Man sucks, and what's She-Hulk? They start ripping the piss out of stuff, and then their movie tanks. And it's like, all right. And then this one says something like that. It's like karma. You said it. You said Marvel. Now China says no. I'm just kidding.
Well, it's the fact that it went from a 15 to a 12A over here, which is shocking. I'm pretty annoyed about that because
we already got our tickets. Yeah.
I mean, I wanted it to be a 15 because, like, Deadpool was a 15, for instance, for us. That was awesome. But 12A movies, there's a trend in 12A movies because, like, it's like this one swear word and that's it for the entire film. And, like, it's all, like, sort of dulled down because of people being used.
Sally. Hello, Sally. Hello, Sally Noble. All right. Audio problems. Okay. Yeah.
So I think it's because people are used to how Marvel do it in a good way, how they appeal to all audiences. But I don't think that's what DC intended for. But they've looked at it and they've said, right, this is what we wanted to do, but this is what we're going to have to do. And I think they've talked to that, and they are trying to do that, but that's why it's not really succeeded. Where they cut a load of stuff. I mean, have you seen the extended version of Batman vs Superman?
I have not. Although
it turned, let's just say, a staunch anti-DC fan who was hating on the film all through the time that it was at the cinema, through the time that there was trailers, basically for over a year. He saw the ultimate cut, loved it. That's one person.
That
so
much of a difference?
There is a big difference. A lot more makes sense, and I won't
right.
ruin it for you.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna borrow it from Joe. I'll watch it.
Definitely watch it.
I unfortunately, guys, you're gonna be sick of hearing it about it. But just like I made a million videos about Ghostbusters, we're gonna be covering Suicide Squad heavy, because each day, week, we want to see how much is it going to drop off, how much is it going to succeed. I hope it succeeds.
Are you looking forward to the movie?
Absolutely.
So am I. So that's 2 people out of 4.
Like days ago.
Are you looking forward to the movie, Chris?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going tomorrow morning.
3 out of 4. You see what I mean? I mean,
Dude,
the first showing.
I'd be there already. I'd be there tonight at the tailgating party if I could.
The first showing was 3 hours ago. For me,
I can't wait.
I think that the movie is going to succeed. I understand what you're saying about how much it's going to make. I definitely see Succession.
All right, guys, I'm going to leave you for a second. I got a couple minutes. Continue on if you could. Chris, if there's anything about that you want to talk about or any other movies, just give me 5 minutes.
Well, I think we should stay on with Suicide Squad. I agree with what you're saying, Connor. I think it's gonna do a lot better than Batman vs Superman did, because personally, I think that they've marketed this one a lot better than Batman.
Yeah,
vs
definitely.
Superman. I think they've learned from their mistakes.
I think what Joe's trying to say about money, I understand that, because have you seen Dredd? The movie Dredd?
Yes.
The marketing was beyond terrible of that film, but the movie is amazing.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies, honestly.
It's absolutely amazing. Money is nothing to do with it. It's down to the quality of the film, and I can understand where Joe's coming from, but I don't think that he understands that it's not about the money entirely.
I would say that it plays a big factor in it, but it's not the only thing. Of course,
No.
they want the movie to obviously make, a huge amount at the box office. But if it makes just enough, yeah, I think we'll see a sequel. I mean, I think we're going to see a sequel anyway.
I think it's pretty much confirmed.
I'm just gonna help Sharon when she gets the packages. So I'll zap out of here. What are you talking about now?
We're still on Suicide Squad.
Man, I'm so excited about this movie. For a while.
We were just talking about, Dread, how the marketing was awful on the film, but it was amazing. And I was saying it's not about the money, it's about the quality of the film. You know what I mean?
I know. We'll spend another few minutes in this cast until I come back with the packages. Did you have anything else to say about? We know $8 million it cost, right? Not cost. It made $8 million, didn't it? Yesterday or something like that. What did it make? Oh no, overseas. Didn't it make $8 million overseas already?
I'm not sure. Is there a live counter?
It made $8 million somewhere.
Let me have a look.
I don't have
Suicide Squad box office.
$8 million it made somewhere.
See, just typing in Suicide Squad on Safari on my phone, already 31 on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not happy about that.
I got 8,100,000. I don't know where it was released.
Yeah, I got
foreign markets.
It outpassed Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Where?
It just as overseas. Opens to 8.1 million.
Where did it open though?
It doesn't say. 1 second.
Somebody's got to say where it opened. Jeez.
Let me have a look.
It might be somewhere in Europe.
No.
Right, I'll have a look for it.
I think.
Suicide Squad box office. 2.9 mil from South Korea.
Oh, okay.
2.7 mil
Asia.
in France. What's this? That's all it says, but it says that it's expected to get 100 million overseas this weekend. I do think that it'll meet that number.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I'm hoping it's good.
But it's like we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
I can see a trend in the critics on Rotten Tomatoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus fans. I think that they should definitely highlight the fans' reviews over the critics, because that's how movies fail. Because people type it in, first thing they see when they type it in the browser is what it got from critics, and then they start thinking, do I want to see this film? And then that's where it all goes downhill. But it's funny because the majority of the people who hate on films don't actually go to watch it. So they don't know until it comes out on DVD, and then they say, oh, I regret what I said a couple of months ago, but this is what I think about it now, and I think that's just completely stupid.
Well, I think there are some cases where you can look at a movie before it comes out and be like, you know what, because that's how I was with Ghostbusters. As soon as I saw some of the marketing with that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit this one out.
It's the same actually with the new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That trailer was awful. They reused scenes. They basically claimed to be listening to fans, but they didn't.
It seems like they went too far with it.
Yeah, I mean, Infinite Warfare. I mean, Advanced Warfare. You couldn't get worse than that.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
apparently
even
you can.
play. I don't even play Call of Duty, and I was looking at it and I was like, "Oh, that
Yeah.
looks interesting."
In comparison to Battlefield 1, which I can't wait to play,
Yeah.
because I'm kind of bordering on becoming a historian somehow. Definitely interested in World War One. I can't wait to play it, even though it is pretty grim. Playing
Was that
in
Battlefield?
yeah, Battlefield. I'm just talking about um, Chris said about Ghostbusters. He said he was going to sit this one out, and I've said the same about Call of Duty, which hasn't come out yet, and I definitely will be sitting that one out, no matter what.
Oh, are you sitting what? The Battlefield out? Or the Cold
No,
War?
Remember when Ghostbusters came out, and I said, I'm not gonna go see it because of the marketing.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying. Like
About
we were
what?
saying it's okay for if you don't like the marketing for some, you don't have to go see it. But if you just look at what the critics are saying, you should still go see it.
What are we talking about? Call of Duty?
Well, we were comparing it to Suicide Squad, like what's happening now.
So
and with some
what are
other
you not
films.
going to see though?
No, I was saying, remember when the marketing for Ghostbusters came
Yeah.
out, and I
Sorry.
told you, Joe, I said that trailer made me not want to go see it.
Exactly.
That's
sucks.
what we were saying.
Okay. Listen, that could piss people off not to see it. It's true. It was the worst trailer in history. So, All right. I think that's it for this cast. We'll hop into another one. All right?
Sounds good.
Cool. Take care. Bye for now.